Selling is an everyday act. Every single day we sell. You're either selling yourself, you're either selling a product, or you're either selling the services. When I say selling yourself, I mean if you go and meet somebody today and you're asking the person for something, you're trying to sell the idea of that into that particular person. And if you cannot sell the idea of something to somebody, it's going to be very difficult for you to make a lot of progress in life in general. So this idea of, or this topic of selling, is something that applies to every single person, whether you're making money online or you're not. And that's why today I want to share with you 5 tips in order for you to help you get better at overcoming the fear of selling, or just to eradicate the fear of selling in general. Now, the first thing you have to understand about selling is that you need to shift your mindset about selling. Most times when most of people hear selling and sales, they start thinking of ripping off and all that. If the mindset of selling to you is you genuinely helping people, then you are actually doing yourself a disservice by not helping people. That means you are being a bad person by not selling to people and helping them solve their problems. So when you start seeing selling as an opportunity to help people solve their problems and make their life easier and better, you become more confident and more okay with selling to as many people as possible. Now, number 2 is you have to practice it. So now that you understand that you selling is more of you helping people, so you need to practice helping people, because just like every other thing, it takes practice to get. You can't get perfect, but you can get close to perfect. So you have to practice the art, because selling is an art. I'm telling you, once you get comfortable with selling, trust me, man, you're really going to enjoy yourself. Then number 3 is that you need to understand who you are trying to sell to. If we have somebody, let's call him John. All right. We have somebody, let's call him John. John is a boy. John is 25 years old. And John is tall. Okay? And John likes trousers. Now this is John. If we're trying to sell a clothing piece to John, first and foremost, a female wear will never appeal to John. The chances are very low. Also, if you're trying to sell an old money fashion style, because John is 25 and is in his prime, it won't appeal to John. Alright? Now, if it's a shirt, remember I told you John likes trousers, it won't appeal to John. So all these things will not appeal to John. But because you understand your customer, or because you understand who you're trying to sell to, right? What is going to appeal to John would be something that is in line with what he already likes. Alright? Now, John is going to like boy stuff. Okay? John is also going to like any kind of trousers that you buy for him. He might not like the exact one you bring in, but if you have other options, he will take it. Right? And John is going to most likely buy things that male people are going to wear. Alright? So just understanding, like if you now sell any of all these things, alright, the moment you approach John, you already know that speaking to John is a waste of time. So you have to understand that it all starts with research. It all starts with knowing who you're talking to in the first place. Because if you cannot figure out, okay, what exactly does this person want, it's going to be difficult for you to deliver value to that person. Because to you, it might be that your product is valuable, but to who you're talking to, it might not be valuable. So, and the truth is that when you start talking to John with this particular product, so let's call this product A, and let's call this product B. John is going to become resentful. John is going to be angry. Because you're disturbing him, you're now a nuisance. But if you bring product B, John is going to be much more joyful, and John is going to be accepting. Because this is useless to John, but valuable to you because it's a product that you want to sell and make money from. But this now, On the other end, it makes John angry because John doesn't need it. So you just understanding who you're talking to is going to help you like improve how much you can influence people's behavior when you're trying to sell to them. Now, number 5 is that you have to use social proof or testimonials. Right? Super important. You have to use social proof or testimonials. There has to be a way that people know that your product works. Jesus Christ went and he performed miracles. That was evidence that the word he's preaching works. So, if Jesus did not perform all those miracles, his disciples might have not followed him, or his followers might have not followed him. So you see this right here, social proof and testimonials, they are your miracles and your wonders. Just be like Jesus, your life will be better, I'm telling you. Then the last but not the least is do more listening than talking. I think this right here is the secret to sales. Okay? If you're not talking to the person face to face, it's going to be do more research about the person. Because you asking more questions, you listening to what the person needs, you listening to what the person wants to achieve, all together gives you a better perspective as to what you need to offer to that particular person, if that person even needs your product or not. So you doing more listening and you doing less talking is automatically going to open the person to you. People like to be listened to. Just with the fact alone that I feel a kind of connection with him. He listens so well. You can get somebody on your side just because of that. So do more listening than you do the talking. Let them do the talking. So once they do the talking, they open up to you, tell you that this is exactly what they want. And there's nobody that sees exactly what he wants and genuinely wants that and says no, if he can afford it. So let them do the talking and you do the listening. And in fact, you can literally help them do the listening. You can help them do the listening by putting out surveys, putting out all these kind of things. Let them choose whatever it is that they want and all this kind of shit. So guys, this is just a simple way for you to understand how to overcome the fear of selling, right? Understand that you're here to help people. Have that mindset. You go away from seeing that, okay, that you're trying to rip people off and all that. No, if you're genuinely helping people, sell by all means. Practice it, right? Practice it. Try to sell to people that are close to you, people that you know that if they talk to you in a kind of way, you won't feel that bad and all that, so you don't get, low morale. Understand who you're trying to sell to and always use your signs and wonders, use your miracles, use your testimonials. It helps a lot. And also do more listening than talking. I'm telling you, if you practice these 5 things I've told you, you're going to get better at selling every single time. So guys, remember to like and subscribe. Tomorrow should be day 25 or 6. I don't know. I'll indicate in this video later. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys. We're almost rounding off this series. And I hope you've been getting value so far. Do share the playlist and also like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.